It's Santa here.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're reading day 4 of the book series, The Month of Christmas, written by T.Ferries. Now this remarkable story is about Santa Claus, the reindeer, the elves, and Rudolph and all the wonderful people and animals that live in the North Pole. Now please see the link in the description below for previous chapters leading to this story. Now let's see what happens. Let's get started. Day 4. Getting a tree. Day 4 is the day Santa and the elves go to the enchanted forest to get their Christmas trees. And they go to the gingerbread man tree farm. He only grows fruit trees as they are not toxic to animals. And whenever he cuts down a tree for Christmas, he plants a new one. He tosses a magic seed on the ground and the tree grows instantly. Everyone uses a portal that the pink fairy created. He takes them to a portal just outside the enchanted forest. Now to walk there would be too long of a trip. Now boys and girls, did you know that during the Christmas season, about 25 million Christmas trees are sold in the United States each year? The Scandinavian people decorated evergreen trees for winter solstice, and the first Christmas trees were decorated in Germany in the 1500s. People have been decorating them ever since. Now let me tell you a story about what happened once when Santa went to get his tree. It happened 250 years ago to the day. Now it hadn't snowed in the enchanted forest yet. Old Man Winter was running late. Santa's cat, Iris, accompanied him. She wanted to visit the 3 little kittens, and the fairies told a story about how they always lost their mittens. Iris felt bad for them and wanted to try and help, but first she decided to take a nap, as cats will do, while Santa was busy looking at trees. Who do you think appeared? The dark fairy came. She thought it would be funny to pull a trick on Iris again. And she changed into a blue squirrel. Iris awoke, and the squirrel asked, "What are you doing in the enchanted forest, young miss?" And Iris replied, "I came to see the 3 little kittens. I want to help them find their mittens, but I don't know where they live." And the squirrel said, "Oh yes, they're always losing their mittens." The squirrel also said she knew the way to their house and told Iris to follow her. And Iris did. Now Santa came back and did not see Iris. He called and called, but she did not come. He had to find her. Where could she be? Now, after leading Iris deep into the enchanted forest, the blue squirrel stopped. She looked at Iris and poof, changed back into the dark fairy. The fairy laughed. and disappeared. She knows Santa would look for Iris, and now she will pull a trick on him. So Iris decided to go look for the kitten's house on her own. After a long walk, she came to the house of the three bears, and she asked Mother Bear, "Do you know where the three little kittens live?" And Mother Bear said, "Oh, yes, dear. Just follow this road and you will see a sign at the fork in the road. When you come to the fork in the road, take it. I heard the kittens have lost their mittens again and have begun to cry." "It seems this happens every day," Iris said. "Oh, I hope they find them. Maybe I can help them look." And Iris left and found the sign and the fork in the road, and she took it. Soon she came to a brick house with 3 pigs inside, and she knocked on the door. And the 3 little pigs looked out the window and yelled, "Woof, woof, big bad wolf." Now pigs, as you may know, have very poor eyesight and mistook the little white cat for a wolf. So they did not answer the door. So Iris continued down the road and met a cat with a fiddle, a cow, a dog, and a dish and a spoon. And she asked, "Where are you all going?" And the cat said, "I'm going to Bremen town. I'm a musician." And the cow said, "I'm about to jump over the moon. It's good exercise." And the spoon said, "We're on our way to the carnival to help get it ready." And the little dog just laughed. Now the cat began to play the Virginia reel. The dish and the spoon danced to the tune, and Iris said, "Your fiddle playing is superb. Do you know where the 3 little kittens live?" And the cat replied, "Keep going on this road and you'll find a house." When I passed by, they had not found their mittens, and their mother was not happy. "It seems this happens every day." And Iris hurried down the road, and she sang a little song. "It's bad for a kitten to lose a mitten. It's bad for a kitten to lose a mitten. It's bad for a kitten to lose a mitten. It's bad for a kitten to lose a mitten." And in a bit, she found the house. Now the kittens were outside looking for their mittens so they could have some pie. Blackbird pie. And in the pie are 24 blackbirds. Now meanwhile, Santa was very upset and worried. He knew he had to search the enchanted forest for Iris. First, he spoke to the gingerbread man, and the gingerbread man said that the dark fairy changed into a blue squirrel and tricked Iris into following her. And he said they went east. So Santa hurried off to find Iris. He hoped she was not in danger. And first, he met Red Riding Hood. He asked her if she had seen a white cat, and she said she saw a cat on the road but didn't know which way it went, maybe south. And Santa thanked her and hurried off, southbound. Now he came upon a blue fox. He had never seen a blue fox before, have you? He hoped the fox could help him, and he asked her if she had seen a little white cat. And the fox yawned as she had just woken up and said, "Oh, yes, the little white cat. She went not to Bremen town. She was following a blue squirrel. I was too tired to chase them." And Santa turned around and headed north. And after a few steps, the fox turned into a dark fairy, laughed, and disappeared. She had tricked Santa. Now Santa hurried. He was frantic. Where was Iris? Was she okay? He talked to the three little pigs. They had not seen her. They told him they just chased away a white wolf and asked if he had seen any other wolves. And Santa walked and worried. Where could Iris be? He passed the carnival, and a boy named Simon wanted some pie, but he had not a penny. Everyone was working to prepare the carnival for Christmas. But Santa hurried on. Now next, he came to a troll bridge, and as he crossed it, the troll jumped up and bellowed, "Who is crossing my bridge?" Now Santa, quite surprised, replied, "It is I, Santa Claus." But the troll laughed. "You don't look like Santa. Where are your long ears and fluffy white tail? And where's your basket with eggs?" Now Santa was dumbfounded and stuck. What could he do? Now Jack Frost was in the enchanted forest that day, changing the color of the leaves. The green becomes beautiful fairy shades of red and yellow and orange. He was almost to the troll bridge. And Jack arrives and sees that Santa is in trouble. The troll would not let him pass. So Jack tells Santa, "I can take care of this troll. What do you think he will do?" And Jack uses Frost to freeze the troll. And he said, "Don't worry, Santa. He will thaw soon. You can cross the bridge now." And then Santa thanked Jack and said, "This Christmas, only coal for the troll." And Jack laughed and went back to changing the color of the leaves. Now Santa crossed the bridge and met the billy goat's gruff, and they said they had not seen Iris. Santa is becoming more worried by the minute. And next, he met Peter Pan and Tinkerbell, who said Iris went east, and they heard her singing something about kittens and mittens. So Santa hurried off to the east. Tinkerbell had wanted to ask Santa about her sisters, the sugar plum fairies, but she understood he was worried and in a hurry. And soon he arrived at the house of the 7 dwarfs, and in the distance he could hear 7 voices singing, "I-ho, I-ho, 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 I-ho." Now Snow White was in the yard singing to the birds. She loves to sing, and she said, "Excuse me, I don't think we've met. I'm Snow White. Who are you? Santa. I'm Santa Claus, replied Santa. Hello, Santa. Santa Claus. Didn't you and some elves move to the North Pole before time began? How is it up there? The birds tell me it's so cold. I don't like the cold, said Snow White. Obviously, she liked to talk. Have you seen a little white cat? Asked Santa impatiently. Now Snow White said she might have. She saw a cat and she thinks it was white, but she was busy talking to an old woman with apples. And she asked if Santa would like the apple the woman gave her. She hadn't eaten it yet. And he said, "Oh no, thank you." Did you see which way the cat went? Snow White said she thinks the cat went north, but it may have gone south. What a mess! Will Santa ever find her? Santa called and called her. Iris! 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 Iris, where are you? Iris! She did not come. He does not know that by now Iris is safe at the three little kittens' house. Now Iris and the kittens stared at each other, and Iris said, "Hello." And the orange kitten said, "You look familiar." And the yellow kitten agreed, "Oh yes, you do look familiar. Did you pass by earlier playing a fiddle?" And Iris said, "No, you've mistaken me for the cat that is going to Brementown." And the gray kitten said, "Well, we've lost our mittens. Can you help us find them?" And Iris replied, "I'd be happy to." And she vaguely remembered having mittens a long time ago. And they searched high and low and high. And finally, they found the mittens and went into the house. Mother was very happy that they found their mittens, and then she noticed Iris and she cried, "My baby! Where have you been? We searched and searched for you when you disappeared." Now Iris remembered. She told the story about the butterfly. The orange kitten said, "I remember that day. I was so sad." And Mother said, "That dark fairy is wicked." Now Iris also told them how she came to live with Santa, and they poured a loud happy purr. What a wonderful day this is. And Mother gave them all blackbird pie for finding the mittens. They love blackbird pie. And she said, "Tell me, dear, are you happy living with Santa?" And Iris said, "Oh yes, Mother. He is kind and generous." And Mother replied, "I miss you so, but I'm very happy for you. What does Santa call you?" "Iris," replied the young cat. "Oh, what a lovely name that is. Your eyes are the color of an iris, and that is the perfect name for you." Now the gray kitten said, "Mother, can we go live with Santa too?" But Mother replied, "Oh, not now. Someday you will leave home and find your own place to live, but not yet." Now, after finishing the pie and playing kidding games for a bit, Iris said she needed to get back to Santa. He would be worried. And Mother agreed and said she understood. And she said, "It is cold at the North Pole. Here are your mittens. Take them with you and don't lose them." And they all hugged, and Iris headed back to the gingerbread man's house. She promised to come visit every year when Santa came to the enchanted forest to get a Christmas tree. And she still keeps that promise to this day. Now Santa was talking to the cat with the fiddle, and when Iris found him, he yelled, "Iris!" and she ran and jumped into his arms. He was so happy. Iris promised that she would never follow a blue squirrel again. Now the cat began to play a merry jig, and Santa danced with joy. And Iris said, "You're a very fine fiddler, indeed." And then they went back to the gingerbread man tree farm. When they arrived there, was only one tree left. The elves had gotten all the others. It was a small, scrawny tree, but that didn't matter. It was a Christmas tree. And Santa was so happy that he found Iris. And since that day, Santa always gets the smallest, scrawniest tree at the gingerbread man tree farm. Now, when they got home, the blue fairy was visiting Santa's wife. Mrs. Claus said, "Oh, what a lovely tree! We can decorate it tomorrow." Now she also asked Iris where she got the colorful mittens, and Iris told her about the dark fairy and seeing her family. And Mrs. Claus said, "How lovely, dear. Maybe your family can visit us someday." The blue fairy said, "Oh, that dark fairy is terrible. I wish she was not my sister, but I'm glad you're safe. Your mittens are very pretty." I hope you liked the story. It really did happen. Be careful when someone you don't know, maybe a blue squirrel, wants you to follow them. The end. Wow, what a wonderful, wonderful story. So glad that Iris and Santa Claus found each other again. Thank you so much for joining us again for this wonderful story. We thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you soon.